like to warm up by watching hardcore porn.
Ooh.
And I'm done. Hello, and welcome to Androids and Aliens. Hardcore porn. Sometimes if you just say a word even dirtier than what the word means, it makes it even dirtier.
Well, you sort of started at hardcore porn.
Hardcore porn.
How much further can you? I also was about to ask him, like, what video? I don't want to know. Why would I ask that? I don't want to know.
You. Grant, show him.
Also, Troy, we all know you're full of shit because all we know that what you like is softcore.
Yeah.
Real softy.
In my old age, I prefer the chase. Don't show me the whole Thanksgiving dinner when I can have the appetizer.
I have a theory. Like, I always wonder what mood Troy's gonna be in, because some weeks he's like, you know, pretend to be like super, I don't know, Catholic, and it's like, oh, Ellie, stop being dirty. But now I know what mood he is in today.
Ooh, I'm dirty. Last week I killed dogs. This week it's porn. That's what we're getting tonight.
Starfinder has changed you.
You say LaCroix or LaCroix?
LaCroix.
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 You know what I say? Delicious.
Ew, okay, all right. I'm getting weird feelings, and I don't know.
You want to talk about them?
I don't know. It's a weird sensation right now. I don't like it.
It's just carbonation.
Matthew, what you feeling on that carpet of chest hair you're rocking? You feeling
Right
anything
now?
funny? Yeah.
I feel the gentle susurrus of your words from my headphones. No, I can't make this work. No,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
made it weird. You made it weird.
I got to use the word susurrus, though. That's something.
Susurrus.
I'm in a weird mood. I haven't had hot water in 4 days, and
I was going to ask if you're
finally
still
got
broken?
that this morning. No, I finally got it this morning. It was the other night. It was 10 p.m. I heard a beep, 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 beep. My wife and I were sitting on the couch. I'm like, what the hell's that? I'm like, is that? I put a water alarm downstairs. I wonder if that's the water alarm. I put that there just in case. Sure enough, it was.
Just for
water was
shits and gigs.
shooting out of the top of the water heater. I'm like, well, that's not good.
No.
It's like, fuck. So I called in. I got the gold plan. So I called in for 24-hour service. And he's like, yep, sending a guy right up. And so 45 minutes later, I'm like, there's still water everywhere all over the floor. I don't know how to fucking turn anything off, and I don't want to touch anything. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry to bother you. Is someone coming? He's like, oh, yep, guy's on his way right now. Finally, at 12:45 in the morning, 2.5 hours later, the guy shows up and takes one look at it. It's like, oh, yeah, that's gone. Like, how do you know? Just by, you can't, like, look inside of it. He's like, yeah, no, that's 100% gone.
Did you bring any tools?
just eyeballed it. I'm like, oh, that's brutal. I'm like, so no, what do I do? He's like, well, you just got to call in the morning, and you can set up an appointment if you want to get it through us, and they'll blah blah blah. So he's like, they'll call you, don't worry. So finally, at like 3 p.m. the next day, they called. No hot water, and he's like, yeah, maybe we can have someone come tomorrow, but probably not for like 3 days.
I can't stand this shit. It makes me so angry.
I'm like, okay.
You know what?
Well, I have an infant, so faster would be better. So my wife and I and 2 babies went 4 days without hot water. And you wouldn't think it would be a big deal. You're like, whatever. Not having hot water is brutal. We couldn't do anything.
It's a huge deal.
It's dehumanizing.
God.
I prefer
the winter.
hardcore porn over that.
Right? That's why I'm in a weird mood. My crotch was just a disaster when I finally got down there.
But it's also, I hate dealing with people who like things that you can't deal with yourself, and then you're like, so you're in the, I don't know, you have to have use someone else. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then there's like a fun saying back home where it's always like, yeah, I'll be there in next week, you know, but it means like I'll be there in 5 years.
What a saying.
Because it's just garbage. Like, and I don't know. This is why I don't want to own a house.
Well, similarly, I mean, similar but different. Like you own your house and you have the gold plan, and that's great. And clearly, it didn't help you that much. But I rent, and one of the main reasons I moved into this apartment that I recently moved into, the shower fixture, bomb. This is a gut renovated apartment. Clearly, like they redid the whole thing. The fixture looked fucking awesome. Had like rainfall shower head, the things that shoot out from the wall panel.
Oh, the wall shooting things.
And like a handheld part too. So I was like, this thing's got like 6 fucking knobs. I'm like, it's so cool. We move in, thing doesn't fucking work. No water pressure whatsoever. And because there's no water pressure, you barely get any hot water because by the time the water reaches you from the fancy rainfall shower head, it's fucking cold. So I was like, and it's like a big unit, like one solid unibody. It's like when they change MacBooks out, you can't change the fucking parts out of it. So I was like, I can't fix this. I can't even take this apart. I can't even start to think how this works. I'd have to take the whole thing off and drill a new hole for an actual normal shower head. So I contacted my landlord and they gave me the whole like, that's terrible. Obviously it should work right. You know, oh my God, I'll come fix it. It's been 2 months. I do not think he's going to fix it. I don't think it's going to happen. And I've just accepted that can't take hot showers, can't take hot baths.
And it's just so shitty because you choose the apartment based on this sweet element that you legitimately can't really try before you move in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you can take a look around at the size of the things, the window fixtures, you look in the refrigerator, like, oh, this is going to work. You would assume it's going to work when you get there, but you can't actually be like, I'm going to take a quick shower during the tour just to make sure. I want to test the water pressure.
But
now,
I think some people do go in and like turn the water on in the shower.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bet your ass next apartment. Yeah, bet your ass next apartment. I'm turning on every nozzle and I'm going to point to the guy showing the apartment like, is this what it's supposed to look like? Is that how it's supposed to work? That's bad.
What are your thoughts on using the bathroom when you go to an apartment viewing or a house viewing?
Power move. Do it. Do it. Scares them.
right,
Do it.
cool.
Leave the door open.
Tell them to come watch.
Leaves the door open.
Drop a big steamer in the tub just to let them know you mean
Keep eye
business.
contact with the realtor the whole time.
Yeah, keep talking to them while you're doing it with the door open.
I have a few more questions. Sit down.
Madam, are you shitting in the tub with the door open?
If I live here, I'm going to want to do what I normally do. So, yeah,
Exactly.
testing it out.
Making myself feel like home.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I'm
We've
sorry
covered some
for you,
ground
Troy.
here.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Troy, that
Yeah.
sucks.
That stinks.
But it was like it was like living like the Partridge Family, and then we finally got the hot water, and it was like Christmas morning. You should have seen the dishes in the sink. I mean, it looked like we just gave up on life. There was just dishes piled up. It was just like raccoons and squirrels were gnawing at the leftover cat food. It was just such a fucking mess. We were so excited to do dishes. I've never been so excited like unloading a dishwasher. So I'm in a weird mood.
You didn't take the cold shower? I can't.
No.
We
What I
use
did
hot
one
water.
day, I filled up the bathtub with freezing cold water, and I said, I got an idea. I'm going to boil water, pour it in the cold, and then just keep doing that until it gets hot. And I put 2 in, and it never changed it even slightly. It was still freezing cold. I was like, well, this is a stupid idea. I'm just not going to do it.
Then you got to heat up the water, then pour it on yourself, lather up, do all that, and then pour the rest of the hot water over yourself. And
Yeah.
Listen, I lose the hot water in my apartment maybe once every month, and inevitably it's right after I've like gone for a run or done a ride on the bike. And I don't know if you know this about me, but I sweat profusely, and when I exercise,
All that hair.
Disgusting.
yeah, it's terrible. So there is no option for me not to shower. So I just get in that cold water and I get things done.
Do you have to do like a full on like plumbing cleanup after every shower to just get all the hair out of the drain every single time?
I keep the hair mostly attached.
How do you think it works? Also, Matthew, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I am also a sweaty person, and I've been called a little furnace. Just like you feel heat radiating off of me. I feel you. If I even take a brisk walk, if I run to catch the subway, I am sweating on the subway, and I do have to change shirts. And you know what?
Gross.
It's fine. It's fine to be a sweaty person. Fuck you, Joe.
No, Joe's right.
Yeah.
It's gross, and you should feel bad, both of you. But sweating is the worst. You guys do look a little clammy, though, now. I'm going to call you the clammy twins.
All right.
Just under the lights, they're just sweating.
Yeah,
Give him an inch. All right.
all that talk of porn and chest hair got you sweaty, both of you. Yeah. You know who loves porn and chest hair? Mr. David Winters, everybody. Right. There he is.
That's his best intros these days.
It's your fetish.
My parents
you,
are going to be
David?
so proud. So proud. That,
David, I'm sorry
my
you have to be a
intro.
part of this dog and pony show.
yeah. Hi, Mom and Dad.
This was the one you told him to tune in for?
Yeah. It's okay. I know they're at least a couple weeks behind. So, I've got a month or two until this comes up on our weekend call.
They're catching the YouTube replays. No, how are you doing, though? Do you have hot water?
I have hot water. On the shower note, though, I strongly believe that this is like the most important thing when you check out an apartment. I've been known to like go in for an apartment showing, beeline it for the bathroom, and just turn the shower on.
Yeah.
Look at it a bit, see how
I've
fast,
never done it.
see how like fast it gets hot, and then also
That's just
leave,
smart.
see the rest of the apartment, and make sure it's still hot when you get back. Wow, that's
Also
important
smart.
too.
Also smart.
do that?
We should bring David.
I worked in real estate for a while. I was a real estate agent on the Upper West Side for about a year. Yeah.
I'm just thinking about all the clients that looked at you right in the eyes while they were shitting right in the toilet.
That's where I got it. Right in the tub, sir. But I would use that as a selling tactic. If the apartment was that great, I would be like, but look at this water pressure. It's great. Especially if you shit in the tub. It's going to go right down the drain.
Right out of there.
You don't have to worry about it. God.
I
I
feel
wish we
like
could
in
just
every.
talk for an hour and a half.
I think in every intro we end up talking about shit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a dirty group. It's a big group. I think it's just we lean on what's easy. Pooping jokes.
It's the big tent theory of podcasting. The big tent of feces.
We either end up on that, or Troy makes it Troy gets to talk about one of his jobs, one of his many jobs, because we found out he has a sore spot about the 9 to 5 stuff. And,
I had a lot of jobs back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked my way up to the top, Ellie. And you're not
Here
going
you
to take
are
me
at the
down.
top.
Here I am at the top.
He was finally able to quit hooking.
With a basement full of water and no warm water to bathe your baby in.
Plumbing was never one of those jobs, huh?
Do you know what they say about people at the top? The people below you will soon be able to out-top you. So I'm coming.
That is a saying. That is a
That is a
definite
thing.
saying. Yep.
And since I've been short my
pithy is
entire
the
life,
thing. That's why people remember it, because it's just real brief and it's just like the rhythm of it. Everyone knows that saying.
It translates well.
Yep.
I'm always telling people, I'm gonna out top you.
Yeah.
You wait.
Like, you may be on top now, but I'm going to out top you one day, as the old saying goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
No,
Watch
not
out, sir or madam.
To be clear, it was I'm going to out top you, and then followed by I'm coming twice. So
okay, all right.
Let's really pick this apart. Also, the reason that one can out top is simply because they are below.
And they're
Which is
coming.
also
Right.
comforting to know that
Which is-
all the
and
people
I'm-
I'm below, I can out top.
And do you know what? I'm always at the bottom because I'm short, right?
Right.
I'm always below.
Right. You constantly have the opportunity to out top others.
Exactly.
I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting so sweaty.
This is the starship combat of opening banter.
It's really struggling to figure it out.
You just gotta let it go, and it finds its way. Not this one. Not this one.
There are moments where you think like, "Oh, this is fun," but then it just takes a turn.
I come back around. poop and porn. You know, speaking of poop and porn, though, I don't know why there'd be people out there that need those two things mixed. And I don't want to get into this too much, but there is a fetish out there where it's like, I've seen it all. You know what would really go with me on this? What's really going to get me going? It's just a couple people shit on each other and then have sex. I just don't understand why that's a thing. Let's play some Starfinder, folks. I'm sorry if I touched on your kink, but it's weird. Right in. We finished last week.
I thought this was an inclusive
Greetings
network.
to all the children that we have established are watching now.
Yes.
That was the most. It wasn't even that it was just a. It wasn't even that it was like too dirty. It was just too random a collection of things. It was like it was the most random 20 minutes I've spent in the past year.
Yeah,
That was it?
Yeah, that was
right.
it.
Well,
I agree.
it's early in the year, Matthew. Give it time.
Glad we recorded it.
You guys are inside of this base here, this strange edifice, one-story building. You walk in, there are 4 of these cultists. These cultists you've been dealing with now, going all the way back to Castrovel. Seems like there's different sects, though. They're all worshiping the Devourer, but they all have different regalia, insignia. These have their own as well. Not really significant, other than that it seems like they're getting worse. These people just get their jollies out of torturing little space dogs, brutally murdering them in the middle of combat, like what happened last week. But you did get the jump on them and use that to your advantage to just really decimate them. They couldn't get anything going. You then decide to go to the north door. Dax checks it and opens it. And you see a corridor. A corridor with several doors.
We've got several doors.
There's one door directly to your north, another one on the north a little ways down, 2 doors to the south, and it looks like it just keeps stretching to the east. It seems like this is the spine of this control center, or whatever the hell this is, connecting all of the chambers of the building, except for a few small smears of grease and tracks in the dust. It's relatively free of the marks of destruction you saw in the entryway. What do you do?
Is this like all metallic? The floor, the walls, is it all like metallic alloy or what?
Yeah,
kind of
some sort of
material?
metal alloy that has withstood the test of time, as you noticed outside as well.
1 million years.
You know what
Marble.
this actually reminds? Yeah, I'm gonna let that go. So what this actually reminds me of more than anything is XCOM Enemy Unknown. It looks just like a downed UFO in that game with one of the walls blown out, and your team is like going through it bit by bit to clean out the remaining aliens. Anyway, I digress.
Well, I think it looks like. Did you guys ever play like Princess Lego? Because like built
No.
with Lego and Prince. No, you didn't. But
I did.
one of Troy's kinks. But I think it reminds me of like a princess castle for children. Like it's very pretty.
It is very pretty.
So I wonder.
It's so pretty.
What we'll find inside.
What do you want to do? A lot of options.
Dax will press forward.
I'll take his. I'll help him. I'll cover him.
He's going to step in and do a perception on the hallway, looking at the floor for any pressure plates, anything like that, or the walls, anything that could signal our passage. That is a good roll. So I want to make sure I look it up. That is a 22.
You see the door across from you has a similar triangular pad, like I mentioned, that you could use to open it. Looking down the hallway, it seems like all the doors have those pads. The lighting in here is, it's like a dim green light that gives everything an emerald hue. It's not dim in the mechanical sense, but it is just this eerie green light. You see the dust in the thick layer of dust that has been recently kicked up by a number of feet going back and forth. So people are coming and going from this place recently.
You know, Eleanor brings up a really interesting point talking about the decorative Princess Lego kind of look of this place. Now I'm thinking about it. The last time we were in a place with floors this decorative must have been the Temple of the 12. And having something this decorative means it could be alien, and it could just be how they do things, but it gives a sense of it being ceremonial or something beyond just a utilitarian space. So we might be walking into a holy place or something else special. So it might not just be like an office building like we've been in the past.
Or just a hotel.
Wasn't Temple of the 12 also related to Desna? Wasn't that like a butterfly? We should look out for, if I don't remember, honestly.
Look out for butterflies!
Exactly.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, no.
Did we mention, well, since you guys are speaking of that, did we mention the huge insignia on the floor in the front area? Like, is that something we recognize at all?
Could we do
now
like
that
a culture?
we've taken a few steps up and looked down at it? Indiana Jones style?
Yeah, now that you're up on that little dais there, you can look down and roll a culture check.
Dr. Fris. I don't know why I would call to you in your own voice.
38. Don't mock me.
38. It doesn't have any special significance as to what it means. It looks purely decorative, but it does remind you of some of the patterns you saw on Istamak.
Istamak. Okay.
Does just bouncing off of that, do the hover bikes look similar to like Kish archaic stuff, or is it different technology?
It's slightly different technology, but it does remind you a little bit of the stuff that you saw on Istamak.
Cool.
Yeah, we know that the people who built these, or built this weapon and stuff, right? They were part of the Kish, but like they were in a war with Kish, right? Or they were either
the Civs. The
people who
Civs
left
were the ones that had the weapon, and the Kish took it from them.
Yeah.
Okay, Dax is going to continue along the hallway, and he'll motion silently to Linnea that he wants to check the doors to the south first.
Okay.
So he's going to slowly walk along and come to the first door to the south. What does he see when he looks at that door? Is this similar pad entrance, or?
Yeah, you see the triangular pad you can put your hand on. And from where you guys are, I can show you the rest of the hallway as well. It continues stretching down, and there's one more set of double doors to the north at the far end.
Okay. Dex is going to step back away from the door, look at it, nod to the captain. Do you want to go in here? Point his gun at the door.
Kroska nods back.
Okay. He nods to Linnea, hit the button.
Button.
You open the door, and you see a long,
it's a fancy
thin
toilet.
room. It's a fancy toilet. Doesn't anyone knock here?
Check the water pressure.
It's a rectangular chamber full of various illuminated panels and monitors along the walls. Some of them are showing what looks like schematics of the entire structure, while others seem to show the interior of the planet itself. And in those latter images that are flashing on the screens, like it's kind of like a security camera, like it goes from one image to another image to another image. You see squads of robots skittering along technology-studded walls inside of a massive tunnel, like working on a tunnel. There's a circular platform standing in the center of the room, projecting a hologram of a tall figure clad in white robes. And the figure is standing there just like gesturing at the screens, like Tom Cruise in Minority Report. And it's possible that these robots in these images are reacting, and you'll see the figure like press things, and a screen will light up, and he's just moving things with his hands in this holographic space. You guys are outside. What do you do?
Dax is going to turn, looking past Qualo to Friss, and just kind of urgently be like, Dr. Friss. How do I do your voice all the time when I talk to you? Dr. Friss. And then nod into the room. And it just signal that he'll cover you, but you need to go in there.
Okay, Friss kind of crawls on all fours between Kreska's legs and keeping a very low profile through the door and takes a look.
Take a look in, and I can show you this figure. It's tall, so it's like taller than it probably would normally be. We'll say it looks like that.
Oh, whoa.
What the heck?
That looks like some Mass Effect shit.
Yeah, have we seen anything like that before?
Yeah.
In this?
Looks similar to the Kish that you've encountered. It has the Kish-like features. But all in white robes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Predator. If Predator was a priest.
It does kind of like Predator.
So Friss, you walk in, and this is like this holographic figure is towering over you in the room, but it hasn't seen you yet, or is it's ignoring you, just spinning around and directing traffic on all of the screens.
So terrifying.
It's not speaking.
It's not speaking.
Can I take a look at the screens, speaking ancient Kish as I do, and get an idea of what's going on?
Sure. Do you say something, or are you just watching?
I'm just gonna watch for now.
Just watching. Yeah, you'll just see it looks like the core of possibly this planet or another planet, and you just see metallic tunnels, and these robots, these maybe maintenance bots, are running up and he'll direct one, or is trying to direct one to do something, and then he'll move over to another panel. But it's so odd and so weird. It looks like this control room is connected to another space, and he's trying to manipulate these robots.
Okay, I have my Hailstorm pistol. I pop it out into my hand, and in ancient Kish, I say, "Hello there. We don't mean to interrupt."
He turns to look at you. Hologram. And then responds in ancient Kishaline.
Oh, thank the first cause. I thought I was going to be stuck with these lunatics forever. You and your friends, you are here to help, yes?
Yes, we are here to help.
Excellent. You must all come into this room, quickly.
Ooh.
With all haste. There is great danger about these people. They are up to no good.
Sense motive?
Yeah, I'm going to sense motive, knowing that I have to fail it. That's a 9. I just love that androids take a penalty on sense motive.
Yeah.
18 for Kreska.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to use my specialization skill mastery, since I have skill focus in this, and just take an automatic 10, and it's a 29 for Friss.
29 for Friss. He is not being sincere.
Oh shit, I fell for
Dax
it.
moves deeper into the room and nods for everyone to get deeper in.
Yeah, same. Ellie fell for it. I thought you were super sincere. God damn it.
Yeah, he's being overly. He's being a little too much. There's something very insincere about what he says. What do the rest of you outside do? Anything?
Behold.
Damn it.
Friss shouts out, "It's a trap!" and does a back roll out of the door.
No!
Dax
All
runs
of a
out.
sudden, when Friss rolls out, he sets off a trap that affects Dax and Linnea.
Oh.
I must say, I was really tricked. God damn it.
Yes, it should affect you double because you were truly tricked by my roleplay.
Yeah, I wasn't actually tricked.
Roll a reflex save, and just to let you know, the damage for this save is 8d12.
Oh my!
My goodness!
What?
Okay,
This is
here
a
we go, Daxy Magoo.
major trap.
Here we go, Daxy. Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it.
Linnea?
I rolled a Joe, which means natty 1 on these.
Oh,
That is
Ellie.
Damage.
automatic.
Ellie.
I don't know if you can see it.
Ellie, that's,
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
that's real bad.
Dax got a 26.
Dax will take half damage.
Still
Linnea
half.
will take full 8d12. I mean, I have to roll these out. I was going to roll it on roll 20, but now that you guys...
A rare opportunity to use a 12-sided die.
I know, that's why I have to do it. How about a 10 and a 9 on the first two d12s?
Oh my
start
god!
out.
This is just
Play-by-play, huh?
classic Troy rolling. I never roll that high on a d12.
Oh, there's another 9. So that's 29 altogether. We're halfway there. We're halfway done, guys. 29. There's a 12 on that one. So 31, 33, 43 points total. And then the last two 9s on the
Oh
final
my
two.
god, that's astounding damage.
So we're up to 43, 51, 61 points of damage to Linnea.
Jesus.
30 points to Dax as electricity just... let me see what... I want to make sure I'm explaining this correctly. Like, yeah, it's electric conduits just buzz from the ceiling to the panels to the floor all around you, just... And Frisk just barely gets out of the room.
Nice.
Damn it. Well, I'm not down into hit points, so
What
Brutal.
do you
You're not
do?
down into hit points, but this is a good example of a dungeon like eating away at your resolve points before you get to a battle, or it could be
Yeah.
like it gets you in a tough situation for later.
yeah. Ugh, crap.
Yeah, I don't know what to do. Like, I still have 60 stamina, so I don't think I should rest yet. I think I should just try to keep moving forward.
If you try to exit through the door, are you going to set the trap off again?
Well, I'm not going to stay here forever.
I would think metagaming that like a technological trap would like need to reset itself or recharge. Like it probably used up all of its stuff, right?
Dax will
Worth a gamble.
stumble out like, oh, burnt, charred.
Yeah, and Linnea will come after him and do that scene from Ace Ventura when he comes out of the bathroom and be like, "Do not go in there." He's like completely wet.
Do not go in.
Just crackling electricity all throughout the room.
Oh,
And
jeez.
the figure starts more rapidly moving, doing whatever he was doing. Like really trying to do something. From time to time, will turn back and look at you and scowl and just keep working.
Is there a check we can do to see if this hologram is like is it a program or is it the doctor from Star Trek Voyager? Like is he actually interacting with us or is he you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you could roll a maybe a computers check or a
No, I cannot. I can do mysticism.
Yeah, do mysticism.
30.
Yeah, he seems like he was actually interacting with you.
It's so creepy.
Okay. Linnea, are you okay to move on?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can go on. I can go on.
We won't fall for that again.
No, I will stay back. Jesus.
Kreska is going to stand outside the door and point this new disintegrator pistol she found at the hologram. What are you?
Just ignores you. Keeps working.
She'll fire at like a warning shot at the floor.
Hits the floor. Sparks fly up. It keeps working.
Does it seem like what it's doing is actually having some sort of effect? Like, is this gonna alert other rooms or other people that might be in here of our presence?
It looks like it's trying to do something, but you can't tell how successful it is.
Captain, should we shoot the computer screens?
Or disable it. Perhaps, if Qualo is correct, there will be enough of a downtime between traps that we could disable it. Dr. Frisk could.
I agree. If this has any ability to warn future rooms, we have to take it out.
Frisk, you can see that the computers in the room all have holographic interfaces instead of physical ones, so they can only be accessed remotely and wirelessly if you have those capabilities. I don't know if you have that type of stuff in your hacking kit.
Yeah, I do have a hacking kit.
David, do you need
What's the
something
gear?
specifically to hack remotely? Do you know?
You
Like
might.
a cyber deck?
I feel like you might. There's like a gear from the book that allows you to do remote hacking.
There's for mechanic at least. There's a talent, mechanic skill to remote hack.
That's what it is. It's a mechanic talent. Now there might be a gear version of that as well.
It's a question I've always wanted to ask. Has anyone upgraded the tier of their computer since we've started doing this? Because they go all the way up to tier 10. No.
Nope.
Yeah, they're
mechanic.
expensive too.
I think mechanics can do a remote hack, and then there might be a piece of gear that allows you to do a wireless hack. I could be fudging that.
Well,
Should we? Oh,
Yeah, I guess I don't. As far as I know, I don't have the ability to do that, so I can't affect any changes in here. So let's, I guess, just move on.
we can check the other rooms to see if there are more of these things. But
Yeah.
if we just sneak in and see, and if they're all connected, then we can try to. I don't know. Could I throw in a grenade and see if that short wires the entire thing? If that causes some sort of electricity, I don't know, failure.
Yeah, go ahead and throw a grenade in.
All right. Maybe that's such a waste. But then I saw there was only 2d6 of damage.
Well,
so.
it also, this place might, I'm just worried about that thing being connected to any information we might need to find here. But
That's true. Okay, I'll
it
hold
might
off.
be
maybe.
isolated to just this room.
I'm gonna hold off on it for now. But if we need options, I have grenades.
Yeah, to me, I mean, I'm assuming it's possible that the trap could just be to hurt intruders, and that's the only purpose, but I would guess that it's there to protect something that's in that room.
Right.
Yeah.
Too bad we didn't have water.
Hot water?
Like water. Yeah, well, that too. But also like.
All right, let's open this next southern door.
Yeah.
Okay. A door to the north, 3 doors to the north, 1 more door to the south. And you want to open the southern door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Linnea, you cool with doing that, or do you want me to bring in Qualo?
Bring in Qualo.
All right, Qualo. You want to just hit the keypad, and I'll stand in front of the door. I just want to keep my distance in case something's right there. I can fire at it.
Certainly, Dex. The old team's back together, rah-rah and all that. Clunk.
Let's rock.
All right, Qualo, you open the door and you press the button and you open in and you see, oh God, this stupid thing always does hide when I want it to reveal. You see a pathway leading into the room. There's like a raised area to the east with computer panels all buzzing. You can't really see over them, but there seems to be stairs at the end that go up to this raised area, kind of curves around. There are various screens flickering on the upper area. You can see just lights flickering everywhere with schematics of all sorts of chunks of technology that must control maybe what's going on this planet, what's going on the 12 gates. There's like just a massive Kishali megastructure that is being shown in different schematics all over these flashing computers. And then other computers and screens are showing legions of small robots, similar to the robots you saw on the previous screens, just working to maintain these massive mechanisms. There are shadows flitting about the room as well, like playing with the light, like the shadows have a life of their own. And then you can see some sort of dais beyond the upper area on the far eastern end of the room.
We may have found their command center or data center, but the goings on here are beyond my capabilities. Now Qualo looks beyond Dax to Dr. Friss. Dr. Friss. Why am I using your voice when I say that?
Yeah, it's just so easy to say, Dr. Friss.
But Qualo is happy to go down first in order to make sure that this hallway is safe. So he will proceed ahead of the good doctor to maybe draw fire if there is any.
Yeah, and I'll stay in front of Friss too.
Check for traps, maybe?
Sure. Perception check on the way down?
Yeah.
That
20.
will be a 26.
26. You see tracks. You don't see traps. However, as you walk into the room and Dax comes with you, you hear a sound like energy being gathered up and just like something buffets against your body coming from the upper area down at you. Roll for initiative.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Wow. I'm gonna try to figure out like what's going on here. Obviously some kind of command post, but like let's think about this. The whole purpose of this thing, of these 12 worlds, these 12 suns, is it's a gateway to hide this weapon. So obviously anybody who comes is not trusted. So they're trying to so severely to take out anybody that tries to come in. But is there a way to open it? Did they bake in a way to get their weapon back out if they needed it?
Or is there a way to override these security measures or something? I mean,
right, exactly. And like, if the Cult of the Devourer was already here, like, why are these traps still fresh and stuff like that? There's a lot going on here that like we can't wrap our head around yet. But
keep talking about it, because I need a hot second while you guys keep trying to figure out what's going on.
Well,
what do you think's going on, Ellie?
Okay, cool. I think.
Okay, cool.
I think you're right, Joe. I think you have a point, and you should use that smart brain more to explain how things work.
I agree. I'll keep talking. So, Grant, I see you have the answer from reading it.
I think that whoever were the custodians of this ancient weapon, if they were the ancient Kishali, understood, based off of what happened to the Najir 6, the planet we were from, that at any moment, because of the technology they've unleashed, that whole worlds and civilizations and lives could be destroyed, which is why they had so many technologies that would allow them to holographize things and to record things for posterity. And they probably mechanized the functioning of this facility in order to protect the stellar degenerator. So I think a lot of these things are defense mechanisms to prevent people like the Cult of the Devourer from getting in easily, but they don't have the ability to detect friend from foe, and so they are being put against us even though we have best intentions. That is my interpretation.
Well,
We also didn't say anything about who we are or what we're doing or that we're not with the Cult of the Devourer. We didn't really explain ourselves.
Said we were there to help.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Cult of the Devourer, well,
Come in peace.
This is going to be interesting. Let me hear the initiative. It is Dax. What'd you get?
24.
24 for Dax. Linnea.
20.
20 for Linnea. Friss.
15.
15 for Friss. Callum.
my IQ, that's a 6.
Oh, Callum.
Oh, Callum.
Yours or Callum's?
Who knows?
Oh.
Sydney.
Who
What's
cares?
the difference?
Don't ask her a difficult question like that.
Sydney, don't talk about my friend that way.
You poor clammy fool.
I'm so sweaty.
Koala rolled a natural 20 for a 22.
Oh, the rich get richer.
Wow,
Chris.
the Rockman moves fast this time.
Rockman is the Japanese name for Mega Man, by the way. Rockman and Bass.
Captain K.
21.
Or Bass.
21. Oh, my goodness. Of
Okay,
course
guys.
you guys went in here. Find out what happens right after this quick break.
Wow.
All right, find out now. Let's start with the surprise round in which a ray comes flying at Koala.
Oh, a ray.
This is going to be against your EAC. Oh, that is a hit with a 36.
Yup.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is very, very bad. David, is it very, very bad?
It's rather bad, Troy. Do you want to tell him what he's won?
Here's what he's won.
Oh, no.
You just got hit by Ray of Exhaustion.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, of all people, not Qualo.
No.
You were hit and you are immediately exhausted for the spell's duration forever.
Wait.
And you... Yeah, this is... creature that succeeds is only fatigued unless he's already fatigued. Bad news bears. You are exhausted.
There's no save?
Wait,
You said
permanent
creature
fortitude.
succeeds.
I'm sorry, roll a fortitude save.
And you said forever. Does that mean he's permanently
No, it's not.
exhausted?
It's not forever. It's exaggerated forever.
Just
Here's
for
the
the
question.
terms of this combat.
Did we take a 10-minute rest before going in here?
No, we didn't.
I offered it. I said specifically I didn't want to.
Oh, boy. I'm fine. I'm just curious how it's going to
Wait,
affect it.
since when? Since the fight outside? We did take a 10-minute rest.
No, since we unleashed that trap. I'm just thinking about you and Linnea. I'm just trying to
No,
think of
I'm
the whole
down,
battle.
but I chose to stay down because I was like, I didn't want to use the resolve point.
Okay, here comes Fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Total of a 20. 12 on the die.
Total of a 20, 12 on the die. DC 20. You are not
Lucky day.
exhausted.
The luck of the Corlu.
It is
Grant,
your lucky
the
day.
one and only Grant. Grant will always be Grant. You can't ungrant Grant.
You are only fatigued right now
okay.
instead of exhausted, which
Humongous.
is a enormous distance. While you're fatigued, you can't run or charge. You take a -1 to AC, attack, and damage. Reflex throws, initiative checks, and strength and dex-based skill ability checks. Make sure you add the fatigued condition on your sheet because it could end up affecting your encumbrance, which would then affect your speed. But man, exhausted would have been better. I'm not done.
Oh no.
Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I'm done. I am done.
Oh,
Did they
Let's go
see
to round
anything yet, by the way?
I'm deciding whether or not I want to show them. I think from where they're standing, they can't see up on the dais yet. However, what I can do is show you a little bit of the stairs. Come on, Polygon Reveal, you piece of crap. This is
my God.
this is bad news bears. All right, so you see the stairs leading up, blinking lights everywhere, and it is Dax's turn.
So, impossible to see the source of what attacked Qualo. Did what attacked Qualo have to have line of sight to Qualo?
It does have line of sight to Qualo, but you can't see up and over. I guess if it can see you, you should be able to see it by rules of the game.
Right. So is it
Probably
like a
see.
head? Is it a person? Is it like a robot? Is it a machine that shot it? Is it like a?
All right, I'll give you the room. That's fair.
Well, I was going to say only in the very back. Because it's up on the dais, they might not be able to see down to the middle part of the room. It might just be
Right,
that like
okay.
back room.
All right, so this is what you see in the back. You see a shadowy figure standing next.
Oh
my
dear.
standing next to another circular platform similar to the one you saw in the previous room that the hologram was on. And standing on that hologram is the figure that you saw in the previous room. And it looks like it's whispering to this creature here. Oh, you just see its mouth like... And then as you're standing there, Dax, you notice on all the screens, dunk, 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 its face starts appearing on all of the screens.
Oh my God.
The face of the shadowy creature or the face of
creepy.
The face of the Kish hologram. And you just hear a voice.
Remember your duty to the devourer. This is your moment. Seize it and destroy.
Oh, God.
What do you do?
So there's no visible... Okay. Man, there's just no visible way to this guy. He has complete overhead cover on us, and there's no way to get to him. At least from my view right now.
Where you can see him, you could attack with range, and he'll get a bonus to his AC, because he has cover against you. You don't have cover against him.
Beautiful. All right, then I'm going to do that, and I'm going to utilize my sniper ability, which reduces his cover by 2.
Ooh, nice.
So go ahead and reduce his cover by 2, and
Okay.
I will... I'm just going to aim up and take 2 shots at this guy. Why not? Just double checking range. Yeah, range is good.
Is he going to be able to do that away from the ledge, though? I guess is the only question, Troy.
Away from the ledge. No, I'll say he has the shot.
Okay.
I'll give him the shot from there.
Okay. All right, Daxie. Here we go.
Come on.
Not going to do deadly aim and going to take 2 shots with the yellow star plasma array. First shot is a 29 against EAC.
29. What kind of weapon are you using?
I'm using a yellow star plasma array.
Okay, so that's against EAC. God, there is so much going on in here.
Oh dear.
So why did you guys to open any other door? All right.
I have a way. I have an instinct for picking these things.
I know. Right when you started going, I'm
most
like,
direct
oh no.
route to the most awful
They're letting
thing.
Joe call the shots. All right, so that's an energy. That's an energy attack.
Yeah.
Okay. And you rolled a 29.
Yeah.
That is a hit.
Yeah. Okay, thank God. Because if it wasn't, I was running away. Oh, 1 max die. That is 23 points of damage, electricity and fire.
Okay. You see that not all that damage is getting through. Not unlike the creatures you fought on the Jangly Man ship. This creature is also incorporeal.
Okay.
So 11 points of damage.
Oh no.
Okay, so he'll call that back and let everybody know that we're fighting incorporeal creatures, and he will take a second shot. 26 against EAC.
26 against EAC is a hit.
Okay, beautiful. Nice. Dax. You're doing great, buddy. You're doing great. Another max.
Oh man.
That's 24 damage.
12 points of damage will slip through.
So we just line up with... I love that sniper ability, man. Reduce the cover by 2. Pretty cool.
Do you want to share some pain, though? Do you want him to feel your pain? Or not yet?
I think I do. I was waiting to see if he hit on the second attack, and he did. This creature then enacts an ability by burning a resolve point. I need you to roll a will save.
Oh, that can't be good for Dax.
I have this ability.
That's the lowest one.
Oh, no.
This is share pain, Troy?
Yep. Yeah.
That is a natural 3. So that will be a fail. Oh, Dax.
So you hit the thing, and it just sends energy back to you, and you take 9 points of the exact same damage.
Oh,
so we're dealing with a mystic, is what you're telling us.
So you're telling me there's a mystic.
You're dealing with real trouble. All right. That is Dax's turn.
Oh man, this is intense.
At that moment, right next to Qualo, and Dax a shadow steps through the console next to you and does an incorporeal touch against Qualo.
Why do we always have to fight incorporeal creatures? It's like 1 out of 5 encounters. We have to fight incorporeal.
28 to hit.
Hits both of my ACs.
Hits
Almost
both
combined.
your ACs. Not a lot of damage. Max, though, 8 points of damage on the incorporeal touch. Just touches right through your shell to your soft inner soul.
Does it feel different or related to the shadows that we fought on the Jangly Man ship?
Feels very similar.
Very similar? Okay.
Yeah, very similar. Same type of creature. It seems like, they're just shadows, but you sense true pain even in their movements. There's like just a way that it reached out to you. It wasn't just like it's kind of like it's like grasping to try to take your soul, like its was taken from it.
There's a potential of us fighting a shadow space puppy at some point. That would be terrible. We'd be killed by it.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, Qualo, it is your turn to try and fight back.
Oh, geez. Well, thank you for not making me run with my fatigue. Qualo, we going to assume that he had his solar weapon out before this, considering we were attacked in the previous room? Would you say that's fair? Or do you want me to pull it as part of a move?
No, I mean, I would assume you guys always have your weapons drawn. Okay. If there's any penalty to you having your solar weapon drawn, then maybe you wouldn't have done it. But yeah, I would assume you're all expecting danger.
Yeah, we're in an extremely dangerous place.
The only thing that I couldn't have done before being in battle is attune myself to the photon mysteries of the universe, which I will do now, and I will flashing strikes out at him and taking the adjustments.
Only at a -3 as opposed to a -4.
So that will be 29 on the first one, 16 on the die.
Ooh. That is a hit. And you have a magical kinetic weapon?
Yes, it's magical for the purposes of damage reduction, I believe. David, check me if I'm incorrect on that.
You have weapon fusion on your crystal. So
all right, so 50% damage, give it to me.
31 points of damage for 15.
Okay. Yes. Good start. Second attack.
3 on the die. Miss.
3 on a die.
Just fatigued. He swings too slowly, and the shadow creature dodges out of the way.
He's too slow. Kreska, are you too slow? You're out in the hallway. What are you going to do? You see a shadow step through the wall and reach out at Qualo from behind. So what do you do?
Kreska is going to slip into the room and flank this shadow with Qualo.
Okay.
And then she will take a swing with her magical claws.
Oh, amazing!
Flanking, 19 to hit.
Flanking.
21 with the flanking
against
KAC. Well, I mean
that is a hit.
Do shadows have a KAC?
They do.
All right.
Half damage. Give it to me, Matthew.
They do.
Give it to me, Matthew.
20 points, so you take 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Kreska has entered the building. The whole while, the screen with this hologram is just repeating that pan to the Devourer. It is now Linnea's turn.
So are these stairs leading up to where they're standing? This, okay. Linnea
No. I'm saying yes, like, get in there and get crazy. I have no idea if those stairs will eventually lead to where that guy's standing. We just don't know.
Okay, so my first is that I'm gonna, my haste circuit, swift, turn it on.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move 60 feet up to the top of the stairs.
Okay, you're gonna try and tumble, or you're gonna take the attack of opportunity?
Take the attack of opportunity.
All right, so it will attempt to touch you as you walk by. Just that desperate ghost touch. Natty 18, it got you for 6 points of damage.
Okay.
There's nothing you're missing there. All they do is just damage. They don't do ability score damage. They're not like shadows in Pathfinder.
No, this particular one does not do that. However, if it crits, bad stuff happens.
Okay.
Linnea, now that you're up there, you can see the remainder of this space and the remainder of the enemies. there appears to be three more shades and 2 cultists. There's supposed to be 4 shades, right?
No, it's 3.
Yeah, 2 more shades and 2 cultists, and then this other boss shade.
All right, I'm gonna see. Now I didn't see that guy, but now I stand next to him, so I'm just gonna attack him.
This guy right here, okay, battle ribbing him up.
Man, they have a lot of hit points too. These were the guys that were out front. Like we had an easy time with them, but we were rolling great, and Troy was rolling terrible.
Is it gonna keep up, or am I gonna buck the trend?
30 to hit.
30 to hit is a hit.
Come on,
And-
come on.
Awful roll. 19 points of damage.
Not great. Not great. Linnea has now entered the room, and it is that cultist's turn. He has a sword out already.
Did I make an awful mistake?
He's ready to go. He will take 2 attacks on you with his sintered
It's a
long
huge
sword.
advantage.
That was sitting on a nat 20. Instead, it's going to be a 24, which is a miss, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second attack, 26.
Against.
CAC.
That's a miss.
Miss. So just 2 swings with a long sword, and he misses.
Nice.
This is why Linnea ran into the room. It's very, very hard to hit.
Very tanky.
It is Dr. Friss's turn.
Friss is gonna try to identify this shadow that he can see,
Okay.
and he fails to do so. It is mystical, right?
The one in the back there. This is the most windows I've ever had open for Starfinder. It does appear to be mystical.
Yeah,
There's
it's
an
mystical.
undead situation going on here.
Okay. So, okay. So I guess just standing where he is, he's gonna try to do. He's gonna do a trick shot. He should still be able to get that with automatically, and he's gonna fire with his Hailstorm class pistol to try to hit it. That is a 28 against EAC on the shadow.
28 against EAC, even with the cover, is a hit.
Okay, awesome. And 27 points of cold damage.
Okay, so that's half damage, 13 points of damage. Oh no, Troy, why'd you do that? All right, so Friss gets a shot off at. Let's take a look at that again. Look at that creature's thing.
Jesus, that's
Oh no, that
actually
wasn't
terrifying.
what I was shooting at. I was shooting at the shadow
Yeah,
that
the
we're all
close one.
surrounding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this one here. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I'm sorry. That one doesn't have. Well, it does. No, you got a good clean shot on it.
It looks like the Grim Reaper.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you hit that one with ease from where you're standing. It is one of the other shadows' turn. Let's see. I'll say this one here, Linnea, you see it just go through the wall, flanking his buddy over there.
I actually can't
Will.
be flanked, so enjoy that. It's unflankable.
No
Rotates his
flank
shell
bone.
around real quick.
Take away that bone.
One eye on
take
one
away my
shadow,
sheath,
one
that
on the
bone.
other.
I'm gonna put that bone away, save it for later. That is gonna be a 24 against CAC.
That hits.
Oh no, against is incorporeal against EAC?
EAC, yeah.
Yeah, 24 against EAC.
Hits both.
Hits both. Max damage, 8 points of damage with that touch. Invisible touch up. It is the other cultist's turn. He is going to, let's see, he's standing here. We'll say he has his liquidator disintegrator pistol already at the ready. They were alerted to your presence by this Kish hologram. So they're ready to go. He is going to fire twice at Linnea.
Oh no.
Gonna be a tough hit on Linnea though. Linnea's a tough little
cookie
bird.
to crack.
Natty 18 though is probably gonna hit. You tell me that is going to be a 29.
It's a hit. Damn it.
29. Let me get out my D10 real quick for damage,
Oh no.
and that's gonna be 13 points of damage. Acid damage. Ah, God. And then he shoots again, another natty 18. And so you take another chunk of damage. 15 points of acid damage on the second hit. Just
This could
Linnea
start
is
going
down to
downhill.
47 hit points.
this.
She's out of stamina?
Yep.
Oh no.
This
The
is
trap
very,
hit
very
her for like
bad.
60 points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why didn't she rest? You were like, I'm doing this. I'm moving forward.
Okay, so Idiot Ellie was like, I'm sure there won't be a boss battle. That was just a trap. I'm so dumb.
That's what you get for metagaming poorly.
Yeah, well, but that's, I mean, I am a terrible gamer. You guys should check out my streams. I am awful.
Well, it is the boss's turn here. We'll call it the boss, since you want to call it that. One more time. Look at that. So sweet.
It is the Grim Reaper. It's death. Well,
She will be attacking Linnea as well with a spell.
no,
Oh,
Linnea.
David and I
Troy?
are having a blast right now. There's so many fun options.
I'm so happy
Right.
we put in so much work today. Probably like every
It really
possible
paid
room.
off.
This would have been a real problem had I been like, I'll just stop. Like 3/4
Oh,
of the way
gosh, I
through
did
it.
the same thing. I'm like, they're not going to go in that room. And then I'm like, what if they do? You know what? I'll just take another hour and a half, get this done. Okay, this... Oh, man. Oh, man.
No.
Is she casting that as a third level spell?
Yes.
She is.
no, but Troy, can you
Dude.
like...
Oh, this
Troy,
is going to be
Hold
great.
on. Wait. Hold on. Everyone, hold on.
Oh shit.
Troy, say the spell you're gonna do, but don't roll your damage yet.
I haven't
no.
even rolled... I haven't rolled anything.
He also
Tell me what
hasn't
you're
decided
gonna
what he's
do.
doing.
And you aren't in the room. So just make sure you can do what you want to do by the rules of the game. What are you thinking about doing?
I don't know.
Cock blocking?
Troy,
me
just,
see
I
what-
mean, go for it. I mean, it's what you're supposed to do as per the monster.
Okay. All right. Well, then I don't have to roll for this, right? This is just a straight up will save.
Straight up will
All
save.
right. Taking a page out of Kreska's book. It mind thrusts Linnea.
Oh, is that 4d10?
Oh, it's more than that.
Oh, it
It's-
is?
At
Yeah.
a third level spell, it's as a third
Oh,
level
that
spell. it's
second
pretty
level is
nasty.
4d10?
I need you to roll a will save.
Okay, I'm picking up my new Norse Foundry die, and here it comes. Natural 1. I'm not fucking kidding,
wait.
and I'm about
Okay,
to
wait.
start.
Okay, wait.
Maybe Callum's got you here.
Callum is going to cast alternate outcome. So re-roll your save.
Okay.
And you can do that even if you can't see your ally. It's very, very important because this is a huge save.
It's magic.
She's got a point.
I love you, Sydney. That is
it
the
says-
perfect response.
If Linnea was anyone else on your team, I wouldn't question it. You can see everybody else, but you can't see Linnea. Can you do it by the rules of the game? Prove me you can do it. I'll have a reroll. Do you need line of sight?
It says 100 feet. It doesn't say line of sight. I am 100 feet.
Yeah,
can
you're
use-
definitely 100 feet.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll.
I mean, read the spell casting section. Not the spell itself, but the spell
It's
casting
not a spell like
section.
ability, it's a supernatural.
supernatural ability.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, so you're reaching through like interdimensional space to feel her need for this
That's
to
my-
happen,
that's
and
my
you're
thing with
using
Callum.
magic to
Yeah.
make it happen.
My thing with
However-
Callum is Callum can see he has like multiple reality things. Like he can see the future and he sees that Linnea is about to like not be able to dodge this. And he like is reversing it and is like, she can redo that. Like she can rethink that.
That is cool. That is, I really
don't
like
know
that
if It can
argument.
be used for this though.
Uh-oh.
What?
No, I think
on.
I think it can. Alternatively, you can expend a use of this ability as a reaction to cause a critical hit. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I don't think you can
Yeah.
use it. You can do it against if the attack that spell is being
Against
cast
you.
on you.
Yep.
You could do it, but you can't do it for an ally.
So it's worse. The ally one is only for critical hits.
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, wait, then hold on.
We got to the bottom of this.
Can I do something else?
Do you have an immediate action you can take?
The Prescience, can I do that?
You want to do some pre-science?
You
Is
want to
that-
do some busting out your pre-science?
Is that an immediate action, or is that something you can only do on
This
your
is
turn?
what I don't know. This one confuses me because it's like I can do. It says
It's a
you
standard
have to.
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never
You
mind.
have to have
Time.
it casted, and then duration is concentration, so you can keep maintaining the concentration.
I love
So
you,
have to
Sydney,
have it
for
up
trying.
already.
I love you, Sydney, for trying.
Yeah,
And
Sydney
I'm sure I'll
tried.
be fine.
Yeah, it's only 7d10 damage.
And you only have 40 hit points?
42, yeah.
I'm gonna roll it right on roll 20 here.
No.
It's about average, right?
Let's see
5.5
here what it's
times
gonna
7.
be. Full damage, 7d10, 42 points of damage.
Ooh.
7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 4, and 3 on old roll 20.
How many hit points did you say you had?
47, so I have 5 hit points left. I'm cool, guys. I will be fine. Don't worry about it. I'm sure this. Troy, remember when I said that you can't kill Linnea, and I think you said no. I promise.
I'm going to kill your character this episode. Unless your friends save you. I'm going to murder your character, and you're going to have to turn in that bottle cap I gave you last week, because that was only tied to Linnea.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Sorry.
What? You should have used it to reroll your save.
It's not true.
Yeah, you should have used it to reroll your save, exactly.
Oh my god,
Oh
why
my
didn't
God.
you?
Oh, man, brutal. She's not used to having caps. She doesn't know how they work. Let's keep moving here. It is, you know what, Callum? Now it's your turn. What would you like
Cool.
to do?
Great.
All I do is say no to Sydney. I feel bad.
Hey, it's okay. All I do is ask for outlandish things, hoping that you'll say yes one time.
Crazy things have happened.
Callum is. Wait, stop.
We'll take you all.
He's not okay. I can't see through him.
consume you all.
I hate his big face.
Looks like a puppet.
You lied to us, sir. Okay,
You
Callum.
lied to us, sir.
Callum, stop.
For those
Can
listening
I-
at home, he has taken the image of the hologram, blown it up to massive proportions, and moving it around the map.
We can't move. We can't use the map because he's putting it on everything. Oh my god.
I don't know why this never.
Do you have line of sight? Do you have line of sight?
All right.
What spell are you gonna try and cast now incorrectly?
Look into my eye.
Look into my middle eye, my forehead eye.
Can
mean, this-
Callum peek through this doorway? Can he do something like? Can he like look through the doorway and throw something into the room over the balcony?
Yes. Yeah.
Like do like a hurl. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you can't target a square though.
That's fine as long as I get into the general area.
Are you trying to hurl a force disc? Because you. What do you tell me? What you're trying to do? Okay.
Callum is holding at his side a grenade, and he's going to pop the pin, hurl it over sideways, and as he does, his eyes go very dark, and he's got like shark eyes, like all black. And when the grenade hits the ground, I'm gonna fight shadows with shadows. A shadow creature is summoned, and now there's a medium shadow creature from the shadow plane in the room.
Nice.
Under your command.
Yep, and it's got a roll initiative.
Amazing.
Nice.
And join the battle. This is my summoning grenade that I bought at Epsilon Station.
Oh, nice.
That's
I love it.
great.
Wow.
David is smiling so nervously, and it's on my character sheet. David has been there.
No, I believe you. Which one is this? What mark?
Mark 2.
Mark
And
two.
I'm
Just say
guess-
4.
It's a third.
Just say 6. Just say
I'm guessing
6 or
a
7.
third level spell, and it's a medium-sized creature I'm summoning, and I believe I have the correct stats
The
for
level?
it. It's got like a slam. Yeah, the medium's got like a slam 1d6 plus 7, but it's used as a cold touch instead, a melee cold touch, because it's a shadow creature.
That's awesome. Fighting fire with fire. Shadow with shadow.
All right.
There's-
Everything
there's shadow
sound good
boxing.
there, David?
No, I mean, it seems to work. I mean, it's theoretically you might have to make a AC 5 roll to hit. Probably
That's
with a
what I was
-2
thinking.
because of the range. But you're going to hit on almost anything. But
Yeah,
for
I would
kicks.
say just roll a d20 and don't roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
If you roll a natural 1, you and I are going to have a talk about where this shadow creature ends up.
Okay.
Just don't roll a natural 1.
An 11. 2 ones.
Okay, 2 1s. That's even worse. All right, so this purple shadow up here is now under your command. Does it work like a normal summoned creature in that it gets to act immediately, or how does it work?
Are you asking me, or is this another one of those like quizzing Sydney on her spells kind of thing?
This is
Do you want to embarrass Sydney in front of everybody, or
General
David?
Table-esque.
It says the spell summons an extraplanar creature. It appears where you designate an axe immediately on your turn. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so you may control, as I have named him, Shadow McGee.
Heck yeah.
Shadow McGee.
Shadow McGee is going to go straight for this man. And let's
Okay.
just say, Shadow McGee, I know it's supposed to be a monster. It looks like me. I'm like Shadow Sora right now in Kingdom Hearts in Castle Oblivion. And it just looks like Callum. And it's
Okay.
going to attack this guy. I'm going to roll.
All
By the way,
right,
Kingdom Hearts is nerdier than anything that's ever been on this show. It is the nerdiest thing that has
true.
ever been mentioned on the entire Glass Cannon network. So I love that you made that reference, Sydney. Disney Plus Final Fantasy? Yes!
Fans are divided. People are either like, that game sucks, or they're like, oh my god, she loves Kingdom Hearts. Okay, that's going to be a... Whoa, that's high. That's going to be a 27 to hit.
Oh, yes.
27 to hit hits.
Yep. And this is a cold... It acts as a cold touch, even though it's melee.
Ooh, I like a shadow with a cold touch.
9 points of cold damage.
All right, so that's 4 points of cold damage
To this normal guy?
from Shadow to Shadow McGee. Oh no, I thought that was you were hitting a shadow. No, that is a full-on 9 points. All right, so Shadow McGee has entered the fight. Things are getting wild, and it is
Also,
one.
Troy, a shadow can hit a shadow for full damage. They're both incorporeal.
Yeah,
That's right.
Assuming
Thank
it's,
you.
yeah, incorporeal. Incorporeal, yep.
All right, well, I got one more shadow here who's going to go.
This is round 1.
This shadow.
Round 1,
let's-
by the way.
Yeah, this is going to be a gnarly one. What do I hold to check spaces? Is it spacebar or shift?
Right click to do the, if you want to do intersections like that,
Oh,
you
yeah.
mean, or?
Oh, forget it. On my trackpad, I'm going to get carpal tunnel trying to...
Where do you want to go, Troy? Tell me where you want to go.
20, oh, I moved Shadow McGee! 20, 30, 35. All right, so he is just going to come swooping around. Thank you for putting Shadow McGee back.
He's
gonna
probably
come
would
swoop.
provoke on the way, right?
Well, I took
McGee's
the
gonna
long way
slice
around.
you.
I went... Oh, yeah, I would provoke from Shadow McGee. Shadow McGee, please take your AOO.
I'm going to attack you. That's going to be a 22.
22 is a hit.
Oh,
Ooh, nice.
Shadow McGee.
It's going to be 12 points of damage, cold damage.
Full on 12.
Full 12 damage. That's great.
Yeah, they're
Shadow
blocking.
McGee might save Linnea's life.
I have
think so.
bad news about Shadow McGee, though. Shadow McGee is not that kind of shadow.
What?
Shadow McGee is a magical extraplanar beast. And his attack is actually it is a touch attack for cold damage, but the monster graph doesn't say anything about being incorporeal.
Oh,
I will give
man.
myself 6 hit points back.
He's from the shadow plane. How could he not be?
Wow.
But that don't make no
I don't know if the
sense.
shadow plane makes you, like, not to reference
Just
other
like Kingdom Hearts.
shows.
Doesn't make sense either.
Well, you know,
Metroid is not a shadow.
Starfinder, Paizo, I'm just going to say if you're going to call it a shadow creature, maybe make it a shadow creature.
You know what, Sydney, though? You know what would be awesome? Just, they go through and just kill half of us, you know? And if we find out later that you were right the whole time, it'll be the greatest thing ever. You'd be like,
David's
"Man,
face
two
is
of
going to
them."
be so red.
We'll get him, right, guys? Wait, no, he's on my team. The shadow will. I'm not going to provoke, so I will just take a touch of Qualo.
Don't you provoke as you leave this friendly square? Because you move through a friendly square that I
No,
was
I
threatening.
went the long way around.
around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is at Qualo 27 against EAC.
Absolutely.
For 7 points of damage. So Qualo got pinged by these guys, little chunks. But when Linnea's dead and there's only 5 of you, you're gonna need every hit point you have. Let us finally go into the top of the next round. Rough round. This isn't last week's fight. It is Dax's turn.
This is so bad.
I've made a huge error.
I think okay. Dax's turn. Okay. Man, I don't know what to do. Qualo, the one that you are facing is the one you damaged, or the one between you and Kreska is the one you damaged?
The one that is
remember?
being flanked currently is the one that I damaged.
Oh boy. Man, this is tough. I'm so frustrated. Okay,
Linnea, I think what they did to that dog, they're going to do the same thing to you.
No. Oh God, I'm getting
drown.
home. You're gonna make me cry again. Don't.
Dax is just gonna, man, this is hard. Yeah, he's just gonna turn and try to shoot this creature. There's not much else he can do.
They have created a wall here, blocking Linnea off from the rest of the room. They've flanked Qualo, which obviously doesn't matter, but you're just surrounded by these shadows, and Friss and Callum can't even get into the room at this point. There's only one space there. So Dax, you're gonna try and shoot at the one right next to you.
Yeah.
Which will provoke.
Yeah.
And so it will take a reaction to try and touch you. And I think it does with a 27.
Yeah.
6 points of damage, just acid.
Just getting everything through, every single thing.
You feel it burning inside underneath your armor plate.
Just face to face with death.
God, death itself.
Death itself. I'm gonna fire twice. Well, yeah, I'm gonna maybe fire twice at this guy. So here we go. First shot, 23 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Oh, thank God. All right. Need to roll high here too because of this damage. That's very good. 24.
All right, a solid 12 points of damage.
And a second shot, 22 against EAC.
That is a hit as well.
Okay, good. 22 points of damage, so 11.
11 points of damage. Dax gets 2 shots off. All the creatures are still standing. And it's
Now, hold on a
Qualo's
second.
turn.
Qualo,
Yes.
we will all be hasted by you in a number of rounds. Is that the thing?
That is accurate.
Okay.
That was a very Space Marine response.
Affirmative.
That is accurate.
That is accurate.
That is accurate.
That's accurate.
That's
Dax.
That's affirmative. Yes, that is possible. I think at the end of round 3 or beginning of Qualo's turn
Beginning
on
of
round
my
3.
turn on round 3, I will become fully attuned and solar acceleration will become available.
Ooh, for those of you who are still standing and alive. It is Qualo's turn. Qualo, you're flanked. Obviously, they don't take the flanking bonus, but you are surrounded by these things.
Yeah, so Qualo is going to swing out at the creature in between Captain K and himself because, he wants to open up the rest of the room for everyone else to be able to move in. I know that there are other people on that shadow, but it'll open up more tactical maneuvers, more moves on the chessboard. So flashing strikes at that creature. And he'll turn around and strike the one on the other side of him if by some strange fate he takes it down. Let's see, out of the box. Out of the box again. I'm so nervous.
Oh, God.
That is going to be a 29 to hit.
29 to hit. The shades, which one?
The one in between Kreska, Dax, and myself.
Kreska, Dax, yep, that is a hit.
Okay, that will be for 29 points of damage.
That's
14.
enough to eliminate one
Good,
shade
okay.
spawn.
All right,
down.
then Qualo immediately, in the same way that he is unflankable, I think his body automatically turns. His little legs rotate, his whole shell immediately, and the second flashing strike is loosed upon the head of this creature for 10 on the die for a 21.
21 against.
KAC.
And the one directly below you?
Correct.
That is a hit.
Okay.
First
That-
time it has been touched.
That will be for 28, 14 halved.
14 points of damage.
Man, you're doing great, dude. And we're hitting too early. This is good. This is good. I mean, it's bad for Linnea. She rolled that natural 1, but other than that natural 1, we've been rolling okay so far.
Yeah.
It is Kreska's turn.
How tall is this wall that the shadows have been passing through that they column through the grenade over to get to the level with Shadow McGee and Linnea?
I will say it's
65 feet.
65 feet. Whatever the range that you need, add 5 feet.
I can as long as it's a reasonable height, it shouldn't affect that much. Shouldn't affect
10 feet.
Great. So Kreska is going to activate her jump jets and go and fly up. Linnea, I'm coming. And she's going to fly up as part of a move action, land here on top of this shelf desk thing.
On top of the console? Okay.
Yeah. As part of that move action, she's going to draw this liquidator pistol she just acquired from one of the cultists outside. And she's going to call to the cultist that is currently attacking Linnea and say, "Recognize this," and fire off a shot.
2 range increments outside of that pistol's range, however. It is a 15-foot range.
Really?
Yeah, you were 35 feet away, so that would be a -4.
What did my regular pistol do?
Man.
All right, well,
Dumb move, Matthew.
I know that pistol. That belongs to Jimothy.
so it's -4.
Timothy's pistol.
Because it's the 16 to 30 would be -2, and 35 feet where you're currently situated would be -4.
Natty
Bought
19.
him that on his bar mitzvah.
Natty 19. Now that's a captain's move right there.
Natty 19 minus 4 plus whatever is a total of a
25. 24.
That is it.
24.
against the cultist.
Yeah.
Let me just move to that screen. 24 is a hit.
Yes. Beautiful,
Nice.
dude. And
And
with that hit, you guarantee his aggro, so he goes after you next, which is awesome.
Right. I love how that works.
By the rules.
11 points of acid damage.
Okay. 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 It is Linnea's turn.
Oh.
Linnea is sitting at 5 hit points. She
Okay.
has 2 cultists within range. 1 is busy with Shadow McGee. 1 may turn its attention to Kreska, or 1 may destroy the easy target, since it worships a god that is all about destruction for destruction's sake. What do you do?
So first of all, I'm gonna, inspired by the captain, hearing her encouraging words, Linnea is gonna use the keep fighting trait to regain some stamina. That's 2 d6s, d6s, and +9. And so she's just gonna try to brush off the pain and just keep going for 1 point. 1 point. Okay, cool. Minimum, but 11 points of stamina she gets
10
back.
points, right? It's 1 point, you said? We're on 2d6?
Wait, how can you get
2d6.
1 point on 2d6?
No, she rolled 1 and a 1. She rolled snake eyes. She rolled,
There's your 11.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 11 points of stamina is regained, so you now have effectively 16 HP, or 16 threshold before you go down.
Yeah, and that was my move action, and now I'm gonna take a swing at the man who stands north of me.
Kill him before he kills you.
Exactly. Natural 1. What the
Oh,
Oh no.
no.
March
Use your
for
bottle cap.
death.
You have a bottle
Use
cap.
your bottle
You have
cap.
a
Use your bottle cap. Use your bottle cap.
Okay, can I...
Can't.
What?
Oh, wait.
Why?
To confirm, do we confirm fumbles? Is that what's happening?
No. You
No,
can't.
Oh, she
Why
didn't,
can't-
she didn't call it beforehand.
No, yeah, you got to call it beforehand, and you can roll twice. And you can't do a re-roll with a bottle cap.
Okay, cool. I'm fine. I'm sure nothing bad happens with a natural 1.
You're on fire tonight, Linnea. Joe, tell her what she's won.
All right, let's see this one from Dallas. It's like, is that the location? This is from Dallas in Jacksonville.
Brant Gerger.
From Jacksonville and Dallas.
From Brant Gerger in Dallas from Jacksonville.
Called You Just Got a Ribbon.
This is actually Dallas from Jacksonville. Ah! I broke a nail.
Oh, come on.
Maybe it was how you were handling your weapon. Maybe it was how it deflected off the armor. One way or another, though, you broke a fingernail or jammed your finger. Take a -2 penalty to all attacks made using that hand for 2d4 rounds. A successful reflex save halves the duration.
All right, roll reflex.
So reflex save against its K.A. sizzle.
17.
Fail. How many rounds?
2d4 rounds.
Oh, good lord. So you take a -2 to everything or just attacks?
All attacks made with that hand.
And it's a two-handed weapon is the
Five
problem.
rounds.
Yep, I rolled 5 too.
Huh. All right, so 5 rounds. Remember that
5
because you'll
rounds.
definitely be alive.
You use your move action to get that stamina back. You used a standard action to fumble. It is now the cultist's turn, standing directly next to you.
No. Burning from the acid he just took in the back.
Burning from the
Enraged
acid.
at Kreska for wielding Jimothy's weapon. Jimothy, lover of dogs.
Shot in the back, just like Callum was by Linnea several episodes ago.
Can I just, before, as a preemptive, can I laugh at danger now that I'm down as a reaction? And just be like, I can't believe it's gonna go down like this, and then she just laughs to boost her allies to get a +2 to their.
That's a reaction you can do?
He's got chills. He's got chills.
Yeah, and you can do that in reaction to, like, anything, right?
Taking HP damage from significant foe.
Okay, so it hasn't hit you yet, right?
No.
Or can you do it from previous? Or if it hits you, you can do that before you fall, basically?
Yeah, that's what I want to do, just because, yeah.
It gets hit in the back by the Liquidator Disintegrator pistol, acid burning, and it just like moves out like that. You can feel the pain. Kreska can't see this. Linnea can. It looks at Linnea and it smiles. It loves the pain. They embrace death. And what better way to die than by killing everything around you? It takes 2 swings with its longsword. First attack.
You have a really good AC.
Yeah,
Is a miss.
okay.
19. It's at -4. Second attack. I'm gonna switch up die. Oh, where's that one I really like? There he is. There he is. Here we go. That is gonna be a 27.
Against.
CAC.
That's a miss.
Baby!
Oh my god.
Well, you can
20.
swing another day.
7 is a miss.
Unless
Misses.
I have some minus from that crit. I didn't
No,
hear.
I don't think
Just
it
a
was
minus
a
to
penalty or AC. Misses with both attacks. A 27 to hit. Missed. Wow.
Because she's a fantastic character. She should not die. That's the thing.
It is Dr. Friss's turn. Friss, what do you do?
Friss, yeah, he doesn't know what's going on with Linnea. He can't see, so he's
Yeah.
going to come into the room. Can he see this boss on the other side now that he's in the room?
Yep, it's going to get a +4 to its AC against any ranged attacks.
Okay, I just want to get a chance to try to identify it, although I probably won't.
Okay, mysticism.
Oh, 24 mysticism.
24 mysticism. What's the math? It's not like 10 plus the CR like it is in Pathfinder.
Is this, I guess
Is
this
it
is probably
average?
a rare creature.
Yeah, it's probably rare, so it'd be 15 plus 1.5 times the CR.
Oh, I don't get it. I wouldn't get it.
Okay, yeah, no, then you don't get it for this particular creature.
Man, there's no way I could get it. All right, so he is just going to take a trick attack shot against the shadow catty corner to Qualo.
Okay.
Ooh, natty 17. That's a hit.
Yep.
And 34 points of cold damage.
Fantastic.
Okay,
And it
17
is-
sneak through.
And it is flat-footed until the beginning of my next turn.
Check it and see. All right. Friss enters the room as well. I think that leaves everybody but Callum outside. It's now Shadow cultist and Big Bad. All right, let's deal with shadow number 2 here, the one right to the south of Koala. I'm going to do 2 touches. First one, 16, miss.
Miss.
Second one, 24.
Hits.
Ooh. Hits on the second one, 4. Max damage again, 8 points of damage. Not a lot of damage, but you keep maxing those out, they add up. This is tense. It is cultist number 1's turn, the one fighting Shadow McGee. Now we've determined that Shadow McGee is not incorporeal. It's just a regular summoned creature, yes?
Yeah, I believe it's a magical beast of extraplanar variety, and in the graph, there's no mention of anything incorporeal. So,
okay. And Sydney, you have its AC and hit points.
Yes.
It's ACs. All right. I believe he had a pistol out. So
It's such bullshit that this person's gonna shoot my shadow. It's so dumb. I'm mad about that. I'll be honest. Okay, go ahead.
Too.
Shoot my shadow.
you know what? You're right. I'll shoot Linnea instead.
No.
How much
I'll
did
take
it cost?
two shots at Linnea.
Oh, I forget. That money's long gone.
But Sydney, I think this move might have saved Linnea though, because otherwise I would have taken that damage.
Yeah, drawing the attention of it is important.
This is yeah.
I'm going to shoot twice, so I'll provoke from you on the first shot. Go ahead and resolve the attack of opportunity.
Okie dokie. That's a natural 20.
Oh, amazing.
All right, roll twice. Give me the
Double.
damage.
Dokie.
God, that's brutal.
it's a named character too, right? Shadow McGee.
Yes, Shadow
Yeah.
McGee.
Shadow McGee. His name.
Yeah.
You've done it to yourself.
That's Mr. McGee.
That first one is 13 points of damage. And the second hit is 14 points of damage.
All right, so
Wait.
27 points on
So
the.
27 damage.
Is that
Yes.
14? Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so 27 points total on a crit on an attack of opportunity. That is a GM's nut kick whenever that happens. Like, all right, so let's see if I can take this thing down in
I hope you
2
miss.
shots. All right, first shot is going to be a 17.
Yeah. That hits.
Okay, thank God. Let's kill this stupid thing. Max damage, 17 points of acid damage.
Ow. Or I gotta
Assuming
write
it's
this
still
down somewhere.
What?
it's still up, right?
It's still up. Yeah.
Well, no. What size creature are you using, Sydney?
Medium.
So this is the Mark II. Was that a level 2 creature
3.
though?
Level 3.
Oh. Okay.
David, talk to me. What are you thinking? Is it dead?
Well, no. It's just it.
Is it totally
This is a
dead? Now I
Mark
can fire
David, what are you
Linnea?
hoping?
Well, so a Mark II summoning grenade, which is the level 6 item, should summon a level 2 creature. And when you look at the summon monster for second level creatures, shadow creature is on there, but it should be of size small.
Wait, why can't I do a level 3? It said I could do a level 3 if I have level 3 spell slots. Why wouldn't I be able to?
Because it's
For
in the
the-
item,
This
not
for
from your
this-
spell casting.
Yeah, when you look at
Interesting.
the item description, it just says in the description, second level summon creature, caster level 6.
Did you just make it smaller, Troy?
Yeah,
I did.
Wait, where,
Is that accurate?
where does it show? I didn't even see that it said that. Sorry. Hold on. This is on me.
I'm gonna get you.
Now I see it. Okay. Hold on. Let me redo that damage then, because that damage is also incorrect. My bad.
Man.
It's
All
not
right, so
that
instead
off.
instead
not
of
that off.
27
It
points
only
of
has
damage,
it only has a
it's
plus
4
5
points.
instead of
Yeah,
a
so-
plus 7. Yeah, exactly.
So subtract 4 damage and it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
It's equal
It's not
otherwise.
bad.
It's not
So
bad. It's not. It's
so
honestly
23
not that much.
points of damage.
What really
Okay.
sucks is its HP is significantly reduced. So you said the first one was 17 points.
Yeah.
Before that was not a big deal. Now that's a very big deal.
Ooh, let's kill
So
it.
that sucks.
Second attack. Oh yeah, 24 to hit.
Shadow McGee dies.
You need to know the damage. What did it have? 1 hit point left.
But it had 3 hit points left. It bursts into more shadows. This time incorporeal, I'm sure, because it's dead.
It's into multiple incorporeal shadows. That's awesome.
Me and Shadow McGee is dead.
And Callum from outside just goes.
It hurt in his heart.
But it honestly
is-
might have given Linnea enough time.
Oh
No, it
yeah,
did-
I mean
it
that would have been
did
2
its
hits
thing.
on Linnea, possibly.
Yeah, did its thing.
Yeah. It is this beautiful lady's turn.
Oh man.
She is.
Scares me so much.
Can you attack the same person twice? Okay.
Yeah, she can
never
do pretty
mind.
No, it's
much
like double
anything
jeopardy.
she
You
wants.
can't.
Legally, no. Legally.
She is such a badass. Badass. Could almost guaranteed knock out Linnea here, and maybe do even worse. Can go after Kreska, or can go after everyone else on the bottom floor. And whatever she does, it's going to be a ton of damage. Find out what happens next week.
No. Fuck. Okay, I haven't said it in a while, but fuck you, Troy. Fuck you, seriously. Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Stay away from that shit porn tonight. Go hug your family. Have a LaCroix.
Jesus. Oh no.
You're gonna die.
I know.
I have plenty of resolve. I'll be fine.
Oh, that's true. You could just stabilize. It'll be easy.